Good morning, and welcome to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Relationship Tuesday, and we're here to open your mind. We are living the good life right here on WBOK 1230 AM. We are opening minds to living differently in the world with love, compassion, tolerance, and understanding for ourselves and hopefully everyone else. We do that right here weekdays with Marketplace Monday, Relationship Tuesday, Wellness Wednesday, Gumbo Talk Thursday, and Free Spirit Friday. If you would like to join the good life, make sure you give us a call at 504-400-7127. That is 504-400-7127. I told you yesterday that I had an amazing show for you today. You do not want to miss it. It is a two-part series. You can always find us on YouTube. We now have our own YouTube channel. There are over 180 shows right now. So just to feel good, subscribe to the Good Life Radio Show, Eileen Carter. Open your mind, subscribe there. You can also get our shows on Spreaker.com. You can get us live on WBOK. We are everywhere you want to be. If you want to see what goes on in the studio, follow us on Facebook. We are Facebook Live every day between 11 and 12. If you miss a show, you can always share it. There's no reason to miss it. I am here with my favorite co-host on Relationship Tuesday, Henry Jolly. He is our relationship therapist, and we are both in for a surprise today because we have none other than the Bishop Love in the studio with us today. Good morning and happy Tuesday. How are you?
Happy Tuesday to you.
I'm excited about today's show.
Today's going to be fun.
Good morning.
So I have to give a little background. And so Henry's a little, Henry doesn't necessarily know what we're doing, but it's part of the show because I didn't want him to know. Long story short, we were in the office, Bishop Love and I, and Susan, our GM. And so I'm a book reader. And so I asked him, I said, is there a book that, you have read that, that you think would be a good book for me to read? Right. And so he changed my life. Not kidding, with this book. And if you're watching on Facebook Live, I'm holding it up, or you're following on our social media platforms, you'll know what I'm talking about. It is Discover Your God-Given Talents. Discover Your God-Given Talents. It's a biblical handbook to help you discover why you think and act the way you do, how gifts affect your relationships, what career or ministry suits you best, how using your gifts will bring you joy. And it's written by Don and Katie Fortune. And so I'm like, yeah, whatever, kind of. I'm like, this book is not going to help me figure out who I am, in the back of my mind. I had this book for weeks and did not read this book. And you know that I didn't read it because I probably would have called you sooner, right?
Exactly,
you were like, I know you didn't do it. Look, I'm the prodigal son. I eventually came back, right? So I eventually, in the book, I'm not kidding, I carried it in my purse, though. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, okay, fine. God was like,
that's a big purse you got. That looks like a
right.
textbook.
Right.
God was like, read the book.
What kind of purse you carry?
Right.
Big enough for this book. So I read the book.
She has the world's biggest purse. You ought to see this. This is the world's
I like luggage,
biggest.
Man.
Hey.
She can travel and go work out.
I have a child. Exactly.
A child?
I have a child.
That man like 15 years old.
But when you go to tournaments, you got to bring your own snacks. You can't be eating all that concession food.
Oh,
you would agree with that, huh, Bishop Love? See?
I would eat before I go.
Well, when you're there all day, I had to get my Cheez-Its in there, and
Wait. Anyway. Hold up. You can eat Cheez-Its, but you can't eat the food at the concession?
Well, they're Cheez-It Grooves, and actually they're new. Look, shout out to Cheez-Its. Y'all can call me the sponsor. And they were less calories than the reduced fat ones. So y'all need to read these labels because they've been giving you the
Talk to him, man. Talk to him.
Bad is bad.
Bad is bad.
Yeah. That's like people that be drinking Diet Cokes. I'm like, just drink a regular Coke. I mean.
No.
Or either drinking clear American wild cherry. What is that?
I'm drinking. Y'all hating on my.
They'll get a Big Mac meal and extra fries.
Figure out your gifts and figure out why you're doing it.
And then a Diet Coke.
Right. Or a clear American wild cherry.
It's natural flavored sparkling water beverage.
You're going to be bad, go all the way.
The second to last word is the word water.
Yeah.
That's the word.
I'm drinking.
Got nothing in it. I see a lot of zeros.
Both of y'all are fired this
sodium.
morning. Lee.
All right. I'm going to stop attacking you.
Lee. I don't know. Well, we're going to find out his gift and then figure out why he's doing it. Well, this will be a two-part series, so make sure that you stay tuned this Tuesday and next Tuesday because we're going to go through all of the gifts. Long story short, and I'll kind of let you talk about it, but there are three types of gifts, right? The manifestation gifts, the ministry gifts, and then the motivational gifts. Right. And this book is about the motivational gifts.
Right.
And you kind of think that you know, but you have no idea.
Right.
And when I actually read it, actually going through it, there's 7. So we'll be going through them in the next 2 shows, but it's the perceiver, the server, the teacher, the exhorter, the giver, and the administrator, and the compassionate person.
Mm-hmm.
And when I read who I was, I literally like jumped up. No, honestly, before I texted you and I was like, I'm a perceiver.
Right.
I called somebody and I apologized to them for something I did last year. I was very, in my opinion, judgmental.
Right.
And we'll go into that as to why.
Right.
And I called them and apologized to them because I realized why I did it. So I think the biggest thing I got out of this book was that everybody does not think like you.
Right.
And as much as you think that they should think like you,
Right.
they don't.
They're not even built for it.
And exactly. And you can't even be upset because
No.
I'm built this way because I have a job to do.
Right.
They're built this way because they have a job to do.
Right.
And when we work together, that's when we can raise our level of consciousness, love, and everything else.
Many members, one body.
There you go.
Right.
So kind of tell me how you found the book and what you've thought about it.
I've always been a nerd when it comes to reading, first of all.
I like reading.
And then I've also been a nerd when it comes to understanding how people think.
Right.
How people think. And then I don't even know how I came across this book.
God.
But you're right. God put it in my life. But basically, what it does is this. It is at the moment of conception, when your father's sperm break open as your mother's egg, God releases a gift into your life. Okay? Now, this gift, as you said, describes the best place for you to work, the type of person you'll be in a relationship with, where you should work in ministry, why you think the way you think, why you act the way you act, why you behave the way you behave. And like you, what I found out when I read the book was I had to understand people and why people act the way they act. Because you'll get frustrated, you'll get aggravated, you'll get mad. Why are they tripping?
Oh, yeah.
But when you find out that this is really who they are and how their gift operates, it makes you deal with people better.
Yes.
And the more people you can deal with, the more influence you're going to have.
Right.
The more you're going to be blessed if you understand why people act the way they act.
When I tell you life altering, it was literally life altering for me. I can't even explain, Henry, like life altering because, I'm like, you do what you do every single day. You're like, why don't they understand?
Right.
You have, and you're like, you're beating yourself up and you're laughing at me, but you beat yourself up like, why don't you understand? Like, it's just so easy. It's just so black and white. Like, I don't understand why you
black
understand.
and white for you.
But yes, but it's black and white for me. And really coming to that understanding that it's black and white for me. For me.
One reason, and we'll get into that later, is because your gift, your personality type is black and white.
Right. But
life for you is black
this
and white.
telling me that was like an aha moment. Like Oprah had aha moments. It was so aha. Like I really wanted to jump on the bill. I'm like, how Tom Cruise.
There's some personalities, some giftings that they're okay living in the gray. That's okay with them. That's who they are.
And that would drive me up a wall.
Right, because it's not you.
I mean, just imagine how many. I don't know about y'all, but I burned so many bridges by wanting people to think like I think and getting frustrated and aggravated. And, you may love somebody so much that, of course you want the best for them, but when you're not giving them the chance and giving them the opportunity and the freedom to think how they want to think, you just mess the whole relationship up.
Yes.
And, I've done that with, family members, just friends, random loved ones. I mean, it's that's real, man. I mean, I haven't read the book, but
But you're going to hear about. We're going to go through all of the gifts. We're going to go through all of the gifts. And so if you're just tuning in, we are discussing the book, Discover Your God-Given Gifts. I was in the office one day and I asked Bishop Love, I said, are there any books that you would suggest? And he suggested this book and it has literally changed my life. I had to go back and apologize to people and I realized why I do the things that I do. And it was really kind of...
See, you had to go back and apologize because that matches your gift.
Oh, does it?
Everybody that doesn't have your gift, they will not feel compelled to do it.
Oh, Okay, well, let's go into them because, and I will say this, I'm going to kind of hit some points that they say. Everyone has a gift. Our gift was built into us when God formed us, and you said that.
Let's call it your spiritual DNA.
Oh, I like it.
Okay, this is your spiritual DNA. Just like you have a physical DNA, you have a spiritual DNA. Now, this is the critical part that you have to understand. First of all, everybody does have a gift. Your gift will make room for you and place you before great men. But you may have more than one. You may have more than one gift. Now, you're going to have one that's going to be dominant.
Right.
Like yours, we know yours is dominant. Now, the challenge is the more gifted you are, many times it's more challenging. Because now you're being pulled in so many different directions, it's hard for you to center and focus.
Right.
Why are you looking at me like, because you're like, that's
He's talking straight to your soul. That's why.
Oh, he's talking to me. I told him when we were talking, I said, you can read me, it's all good. Because there's someone out there that has the same, I don't want to say issue, but the same confusion. And when you're able to break through that, you know what, a lot of it was, due to my gift and who I am, I was able to forgive myself for so much and to not put as much pressure on myself.
That's another side of your gift, though. It's not locked in the same thing.
Oh my gosh, I was like, and this is one other thing before we go into them. Our gift can be observed in childhood. I say this all the time, how we put our children in bubbles and we don't allow them to be who they are.
Right.
But our children, just like we're born with it.
Right.
So you're going to see these gifts as their children. I mean, in your childhood. So when we are, putting them in boxes and confining them, we're really, breaking their spirit.
Yeah, you got to let them grow.
But they never grow out of this gift. They never. You can't change.
That's the blessing.
It's who they are.
Right.
It's who they are intrinsically. It's who they are from the moment of conception. But it becomes a matter because you can't turn your gift off. But if you understand what your gift is, you can manage it better.
Right.
You can manage it a little bit better when you understand exactly who you are.
So, do you want to go into the first one?
Sure.
Well, we have a couple minutes. I'm like, oh, gosh. Why is the first one me? I don't know. You're laughing. Okay, wait. I'm like, should we go into that one?
First of all, this is based upon Romans chapter 12, verse 3 through 8. Okay? Romans chapter 12, verse 3 through 8. Paul is talking to a group of people, and they weren't getting along. They were fussing and arguing and disagreeing, and they couldn't move forward because of doing it. And he said, listen, he said, there are many members, but one body. Basically, the hand cannot be the foot cannot be the eye. It takes all of this working together for good in order to have a whole body. So they weren't getting, and he begins to describe these prospective gifts that all of us have. Just like the 7 personality traits came out of this. Okay, all the different strength finders and all these different things.
Yes.
All based upon these particular giftings.
And I'm glad you said that because there's so many times where people the science or, with you, Henry, counseling, things like that, they really are based in Bible passages or terms. And it's cool if you separate them if that's what works for you. But to realize that they're connected, like how science is connected, how we talked about that, how science is connected to, our spirituality.
Science explains the Bible.
Yes. Yes.
We taught so long maybe not in your generation, but the generation right before me, that the science and the Bible was separate. When the Bible actually said that the heavens declare the glory of God. So science explains the Bible, not fights against it. It doesn't fight against it.
Ooh.
Like even when it comes to the whole theory of evolution, okay? Science is starting to understand now that if one neutron is off kilter somewhere in your body, you'll die.
Wow.
It's just it is so perfected how God created us that there has to be a larger thought process behind this whole ideal.
Wow.
It's funny you say that because I was doing some research, I guess about a month ago on the Big Bang Theory. I've always been afraid to really explore that because I don't want it to affect my beliefs in God and everything. But when I started doing my research and they explaining how the world started through evolution, I'm watching, I'm like, okay, this still sounds like God put this together. I mean, it's not affecting how I feel about, religion.
Sometimes when it comes to religion and church, because many times we don't study like we could or should, we discount anything that's different from us. If we would dig into Darwin. If we were to dig into all of this concept, you will find out it leads you right back to Scripture. But many times we're so surface on it that we discount anything that we don't like, or we even it was passed down through this generation. My grandfather said, "Don't do this because I don't do it." But your great-great-great-great-grandfather couldn't read.
People not reading enough.
Right.
People not reading enough now.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, this is a book that you have got to read. It is called Discover Your God-Given Gifts. And I'm glad we didn't do it before the break because I didn't want to, have a break in between. Mm-hmm. So you do not want to turn your dial. You do not want to miss it. We're going to get into the gifts when we get back. And I guess
we're going to find you.
We are going to find you. Exactly. So open your mind to living differently in the world. I am here with Bishop Lester Love. I am here with Henry Jolly, our relationship therapist. And me, Eileen Carter, will be right back. Relationship Tuesday, y'all.
Isogenics is one of the fastest growing companies in the world because their products work. Their solutions and culture has redefined the health and wellness industry. Science backs their products and statistics back their success. But it's the people who make them successful. And I, Eileen Carter, have joined the Isogenics revolution. I've used the products and followed their system, and I swear by them. I'm on my journey of transformation and invite you to join me and try Isogenics today. Challenge yourself and change your life. Find information and testimonials at thegoodliferadioshow.isogenics.com. thegoodliferadioshow.isogenics.com. thegoodliferadioshow.isagenics.com. Order yours today. Small businesses play an important role in society, and L&R Security is no different. L&R Security delivers safety and comfort to our neighborhoods, events, apartment communities, conventions, work sites, festivals, and your business. L&R Security can be reached at 504-943-3191 to ensure the safety of your employees, customers, family, friends, and you. L&R Security has made its mark in the security arena for over 37 years and will faithfully continue that tradition. Call today for your personalized consultation to ensure your security needs are met. L&R Security differentiates itself by creating partnerships with our clients and guards. We are now hiring armed and unarmed guard professionals, retired military, sheriffs, and PD to grow with us and impact our community. Be a part of the change with L&R Security. Call us now at 504-943-3191. 504-943-3191.
Come visit H&W Drugstore, African-American owned and operated, servicing the New Orleans community for over 50 years. Experience fast, friendly, courteous, and caring service every time. Let our knowledgeable and friendly staff take care of all your prescription needs. Same medicine, same copay, if not lower than the big box pharmacies. H&W Drugstore has two convenient locations to serve you. 8454 Morrison Road, inside USA Market in New Orleans East, and 1951 Barataria Boulevard, inside Budget Saver Grocery Store in Marrero. H&W Drugstore is African American owned and operated. Call us today at 504-244-3784. H&W Drugstore, knowledgeable, friendly, and here to take care of all your prescription needs.
The New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival presented by Shell is here. This weekend is Usher with The Roots, Pitbull, Nas with special guests The Soul Rebels, George Benson, Rebirth Brass Band, and hundreds more. Tickets available from Ticketmaster and at the fairgrounds on festival days. It must be Jazz Fest.
Presenting Lady Day at Emerson's Bar and Grill, featuring the fabulous Miss Sharon Martin as Billie Holiday, and yours truly, retired news anchor Norman Robinson as Hal Emerson, himself, April 21st through May 21st at the Pontchartrain Landing Supper Club, under the direction of renowned director Miss Tommy Myrick. For reservations, call 504-286-8157.
You're tuned into the voice of the people, WBOK 1230 AM, where it's real talk for real times.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Relationship Tuesday, and we're here to open your mind. We are living the good life right here on WBOK 1230 AM. We are opening minds to living differently in the world with love, compassion, tolerance, and understanding for ourselves and hopefully everyone else. We do that weekdays right here at 11 a.m. So make sure you tune in. You do not want to miss a show. I'm going to jump right back in it because actually this week has been finding your joy. And when I found this book, I found my joy. Mm-hmm. And so what I was calling the show today was Spreading Joy because we have the man in the studio who spreads love every Sunday at 12 p.m. Every Sunday at 12 p.m. So make sure you tune in to WBOK. He's a new member of our family. Well, you're still new, I guess. You're still new. You're still new. Yeah. But we have Bishop Lester Love. His show is Sundays at 12 p.m., 12 to 3. So make sure you tune in, support him. It is an amazing show. If you have not listened to it, you are doing yourself a disservice. So he is here with Henry and myself. Henry is our relationship therapist, y'all know. And he found this book, or he discovered this book, which he is now is spreading love and joy to everyone else. Mm-hmm. It is called Discover Your God-Given Gifts. And I know you did it with your congregation as well.
We do it every Sunday. We teach it concurrently every Sunday at 9:30.
Y'all got to go to his church. Y'all play around. This is off the chain. So the book is based off of the 7 motivational gifts: the perceiver, server, teacher, exhorter, giver, administrator, and compassionate person. So we're going to jump right into these gifts because I know you all are waiting for them. So the first gift is perceiver, characteristics of the perceiver. So I'm going to read the 20, and then I'm going to let you go from there. And I'm just going to sit and be quiet. Mm-hmm. Number 1, I'm just going to go through them. Quickly and accurately identifies good and evil and hates evil.
Stop.
What?
Quickly identifies and hates evil. Like a perceiver, this is very bad English, but they hates a liar. Mm. Don't lie to me. Mm. I would rather for you to tell. See, and then when they realize who the lie is, they always kind of knew it was something, right, but they really couldn't put their finger on it. There's some people that can tolerate a lie. They laugh him off. Oh, he's a clown. But a perceiver, it's called the prophet. I don't want to scare anybody. It's prophetic. It's somebody. It's a noticer. You just notice things. You notice things other people would never be able to pick up. You just notice stuff. And so they hate for people to lie to them.
I definitely laugh off lies.
You do?
I could tolerate a lie. I just write them off. Like, all right. Be funny. Ha ha.
Stand them.
No, it's a part of his gift. He's got two. He's got two. But we get to. He's got two that it's easy to see.
I love that you can do this for people. I think it's amazing. Mm-hmm. Sees everything as either black or white, no gray or indefinite areas.
No middle ground. And for most perceivers, then not only do they see everything as black or white, there's no indifference for people. Either they like you or they hate you. There's no, or she, I, there's no that. There's none of that. For a person who's a perceiver, either they like you or you hate you. And life for you is just black and white. There's no middle ground, no nothing. But also, which is the most important thing, that's the way people take you. And many times a person who is the perceiver, you all don't like that. The fact that people don't like you. Because they're really misreading you. Because sometimes they just look at your face and look at you. They don't smile, and many times they're not very warm and friendly.
Are they mostly introverts? Perceiver, you would say?
Yeah, big, very small circle.
Right.
Very small. You have a lot of friends, don't you?
I do.
I know you do.
A lot, yeah.
Can I say this?
Too many.
I guess I'm going to put this out before we do this. I am 100% a perceiver. So everything he's reading is me on 10. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I guess I wanted to make that disclosure as we
go. So
you
black and white like that?
Absolutely.
What? So I'm on the like side. Good.
You're in a small circle. The third one is easily perceives the character of individuals and groups.
Yeah, easily perceived. The only challenge of that is, see, let's say you're in church, right? Mm-hmm. And we hugging up people. Mm-hmm. And we just hugging people. No problem. Right. You'd be like, ooh.
Yeah.
You feel
what's wrong with this dude, right?
You feel like, I wish I would have never touched them again, you know? Just something. They haven't said anything. They haven't done you anything. They haven't treated you badly. You haven't heard anything about them. You just kind of, ooh.
I could walk in a room and be like,
You can pick up the whole room. You can walk in a room and pick up the whole room. You've walked in places before with your friends and say, all right, I want to go.
Yes.
Dang.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. And they think I'm like being antisocial. I'll be like,
Yeah.
You probably more like on the clock, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. I'll stay for about 2 hours and I'm out, no matter what.
Her uncomfortable the whole time and was staying off in the corner. You want something now? Okay.
True story.
Unapproachable too, probably.
Not a problem.
Initially.
So funny. This
guy's
is funny because we were talking about this. Yeah. Encourages repentance that produces a change of heart.
Yeah, but see,
what do I do on the show?
all the gifts have positives and things that need to work on.
Yeah.
You can't turn them off,
right?
But you can manage them better.
Yes.
And for instance, encourages repentance. This is somebody that say, "Oh, you gonna tell me sorry?"
Do I do that?
Yeah, right. You gonna tell me sorry, or I'm not gonna deal with you.
Yeah, you do. You called me a while ago about something like that. He got you on the money.
Yeah, you gonna say I'm sorry.
That's why I was like, let me just be upfront and say that this is me while we go through this one because I can't. My gift won't let me hold it in.
There's a lot of it's the first gift, so there's a lot of people like that. Dang. There's a lot of people like that. And see, if I didn't understand that, then many times if I didn't really know you as well as I do, and I didn't understand that, then I'd be like, forget her.
Right.
You know,
right.
Tripping. You know, she's always judging people. You know.
Right.
Oh, believes accepting difficulties can produce positive personal growth.
Yeah, but you accept too many. Accept too many. Let me put it like this. Fran, my wife, is a perceiver also. All right, just went through.
We gotta hang out.
Yeah.
Fran, let's hang out. Do lunch.
Anything bad that happens to her, y'all can flip it. Say, that was for my good.
Yes, I do. I'm like, okay, well, how am I going to learn from this? I do that to everybody.
Right.
Well, how are we going to learn from this?
Right. She had a bad situation where she just came through breast cancer, right? And she preached about it Sunday. She found the good in it in the middle of it. A lot of people can't do that. A lot of people sulk in it. All right, but you do your best to find the good in it.
Like, where's the silver lining? I know you've heard me say that, Henry. He's laughing at you're laughing at me. Okay,
he sees the silver lining very well. He sees the silver lining easier than you do.
Really?
Yeah.
He's it's
his gift.
He's like, it's his gift. I can't wait to find out which one yours is. Has only a few or no close friendships.
The circle is small.
True story. Very true story.
And the friends, there's some people that come in and go, they don't last very long. They don't last very long, but the problem with that is, the challenge with that is, should I say, is you really wish they were with you longer. You really wish they were with you longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always say a reason, a season, a lifetime. So I guess you got to go. It is what it is. We're going through the motivational gifts. We're talking about the characteristics of the perceiver. We're here with Bishop. Why you keep looking at my water? Bishop Lester Love. He opened my mind to this book, and it has totally changed my life.
This is clear American wild cherry, naturally flavored spark. It's too many words.
I'm a perceiver. I'm trying to find the best in it.
Water.
Views the Bible as the basis for truth, belief, action, and authority.
Yeah, we'll use the Bible on people. The Bible says, God says, the Bible says. That's why a lot of prophetic people, when they preach and teach, many of their words are prefaced with, and God said.
Because it make you back off them. You like, well, I can't. Yeah, what can I really say?
And we'll get mad if you don't agree with God.
Right.
Lee, I will say this. When I converted, for everyone who's been listening to the radio show, I've been on the air for 2.5 years. I converted to, and I got baptized last year. And I was like that in the beginning, and I really had to call I had to call someone and apologize, because I was like, this is black and white, like this, like, how can you not, like, you're going to, like, I'm trying to save your soul, like, what are you doing?
Let me help parents. Let me help some parents like that.
It was bad. I was
because
judgmental.
If you have a person who has a prophetic gift, and then they have a child that has a prophetic gift, they're going to clash.
Yeah.
They're going to clash, especially when a child gets to be like a teenager. Get to be teenage years, because you're saying this is what's right or wrong, and that person over there is just like you saying, well, why?
You don't understand. My mother That's her biggest thing. She will say it to this day. She was like, you drove me up a wall as a child because you asked me why for everything. Why? And I'm like, well, why? And until this day, like, I'm okay. Like, even what I called you about this morning, I was like, okay, but why? Like, if I can find out why, then I'm okay with it. Then I feel better.
See,
I need to know why.
I grew up in an era, and see, my personality is different. My gifting is different. See, like, I grew up in a time when your daddy said something, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, you the same way.
I like that, yeah.
I feel like, why?
And that's good. And
why?
But then when you have a child see, David said this. David said, give me understanding and I'll keep your law.
Right.
Some of us, we don't need understanding. You say, you the quarterback, you the boss. Okay, no problem.
Yeah,
I got it.
yeah,
I'm just in all the
yeah.
way. But there's some people say, I need some understanding.
Right.
When you're not used to that as a parent, you just pick up your clothes, wash it, do this. After a certain while, they come, why?
Oh, yeah.
I like it like this.
Yeah.
So you have to say, you know what? Let me back off a little bit. Now it becomes a little bit of a negotiation, which you all hate negotiating. You hate negotiating for anything. You hate negotiating for cars and houses and all of that. Just tell the truth. Just give me, what's the number? Just tell the truth. No,
Right.
I don't want
Get to the point.
Exactly.
Get to the point. Bully operates on spiritual principles.
Probably of all the gifts, probably the most spiritual. Probably the most spiritual. The most.
You laughing because you already know.
Yeah,
You're
the
like,
most spiritual of all the gifts.
it's frank, outspoken, and doesn't mince words.
See, which y'all gotta see. Here's the thing about this perceiver, prophet, noticer. Y'all see stuff, and the challenge is, when do I say it, or most importantly, how do I say it? And it just and people would think, oh, she's so mean or he's so hateful. No, just boom, 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 deal with it. But see, let me flip it further. If it's going to be true prophecy, exhortation, perceiver, there's going to be three things. It's going to edify people. It's going to exhort or build them up, or it's going to give them comfort.
Right.
So in your discerning of when to say what, how to say what, I have to ask myself, is this going to edify them? Is it going to build them up? Is it going to call them to change? Or is it going to comfort them? If it doesn't do that, then you can't say it.
You can't say it.
You have to hold it.
Yeah.
You
I
have
don't
to
like to hurt people's feelings.
What's that?
I don't like to hurt people's feelings. But sometimes I'm like, well.
No, you have to ask yourself. You have to back on and say, okay, how can I say this in a certain way where they're going to receive it? Because if I say it and they don't receive it, then why did I say it?
Then what's the point of
Right.
saying it? Right. It's a very persuasive speaker. I'm going to do two at a time so we can kind of get through two today. It's a very persuasive speaker.
Because you're very believable. We believe you. We're very.
Would y'all say I'm a persuasive speaker?
Not as much. It takes a little while.
Right.
You have the gift to speak, but it takes a little more work for them because they're very believable.
Right.
Because I believe in the truth. Grieves deeply over the sins of others. I do. I want to save everyone's soul.
Right.
I do. I really do.
Right.
Like, y'all, like, I feel it down in my soul. Like, don't think I just be talking about this stuff. I'm, like, so for real about it. Is eager to see his or her own blind spots and help others see theirs, too. You're laughing. I do this every day. This is so funny to me.
Right. Tell me where I'm wrong, and I want to fix it.
I was doing that yesterday.
Right. Tell me where I'm wrong, and I'll fix it.
Y'all, mind altering. Desires above all else to see God's plan worked out in all situations.
Because again, very spiritual. Of all the gifts, this is probably the most ethereal, the most spiritual people.
Strongly promotes the spiritual growth of groups and individuals. I think that's rather funny saying that on air when I do that every day. And I didn't even, reading this, I was like, oh my goodness, this is so crazy. It's called to intercession. It's exactly what I'm doing right now.
It is the foundation of prophecy is prayer. The foundation of prophecy or perceiver is founded in prayer.
And the funny thing is, when I first started this radio show, I was like, if I walk up those stairs every day, and I'm like, if I just touch one person, then I feel like I've done my job. Oh my gosh. Feels the need to verbalize or dramatize what he or she sees. Why are you laughing? Because I'm verbalizing what I see because I
and dramatize.
This seems like a lot of women traits. Perceive. I'm just on the outside looking in. Am I right or wrong?
That's a part of his personality, huh?
Let me tell you the part that is. The part that is the fact that women are just naturally more spiritual than we are.
Okay.
They're way more spiritual. It takes us, we're more mental, more understanding, more logic on that side. Women are more spiritual. See, they're more receptive than we are initially as men. They're built to be a receptor.
Right.
They're built to receive.
Gotcha.
Okay, let's see. Tends to be introspective. Imagine that.
Takes too long, and too long sometimes.
Has strong opinions and convictions. Me? What are you talking about?
Highly opinionated.
Has strict personal standards. No, men have strict personal standards.
Right. You live by values and standards versus anything else.
And last but not least, desires to be obedient to God at all costs.
I know we're winding down. Let me give you this.
Actually, I'm going to go through the problems of the perceiver. Lee's going to give me one more minute, and then we're going to go to break because I want to finish the perceiver during this. Look, yes, I love you, Lee.
It's the eye of the body. All of these have a body part. You're the eye. You're the seer. You can see what other people can't see. You got me?
I absolutely get you.
Right.
On so many different levels. So the problems of the perceiver, I'm going to read the 5 problems that we have problems with, and then I want you to follow up with me. Tends to be judgmental and blunt. Forgets to praise partial progress due to goal consciousness. I have this issue. They're like, Eileen, you've done so much. Like, oh, but I got to finish this. I can't do it. It's not just not enough. Is pushy and trying to get others and groups to grow spiritually. I don't know. Maybe I am. Is intolerant of opinions and views that differ from his
or her own. You're on the radio talking about this. You're on the radio talking to millions of people.
There it is.
Struggles with self-image problems.
Ooh, it's the biggest problem.
It is. And most people are like, how? And I'm like,
And guess what? Comes across very confident, but many times that low self-esteem is a beast with people like this.
It is. No, it truly is. It's something because you have that you're so black and white and goal-oriented that it's like, it's just not enough yet. It's not enough yet.
When we come back, we're going to talk about goals and aims. They're 2 different things. We're talking about that later.
We are going to take a quick break. We have an amazing show for you. It is Discover Your God-Given Gifts. We've just discussed the perceiver. If you see yourself, I know somebody out there has seen themselves in this conversation. It has literally opened my mind. I know it's opening yours. We have Bishop Lester Love in the building. We have Henry Jolly, our relationship therapist. I'm your host, Eileen Carter. Open your mind. We'll be right back.
Isogenics is one of the fastest growing companies in the world because their products work. Their solutions and culture has redefined the health and wellness industry. Science backs their products and statistics back their success. But it's the people who make them successful. And I, Eileen Carter, have joined the Isogenics revolution. I've used the products and followed their system, and I swear by them. I'm on my journey of transformation and invite you to join me and try Isogenics today. Challenge yourself and change your life. Find information and testimonials at thegoodliferadioshow.isogenics.com. thegoodliferadioshow.isogenics.com. thegoodliferadioshow.isagenics.com. Order yours today. Small businesses play an important role in society, and L&R Security is no different. L&R Security delivers safety and comfort to our neighborhoods, events, apartment communities, conventions, work sites, festivals, and your business. L&R Security can be reached at 504-943-3191 to ensure the safety of your employees, customers, family, friends, and you. L&R Security has made its mark in the security arena for over 37 years and will faithfully continue that tradition. Call today for your personalized consultation to ensure your security needs are met. L&R Security differentiates itself by creating partnerships with our clients and guards. We are now hiring armed and unarmed guard professionals, retired military, sheriffs, and PD to grow with us and impact our community. Be a part of the change with L&R Security. Call us now at 504-943-3191. 504-943-3191.
Paid for by the committee to elect Rachel Johnson Judge. And now, in breaking news, the Secretary of State released voter turnout data for last month's primary election for judge. And the turnout in some parts of New Orleans was at historic lows. Barely 10% of registered voters bothered to vote in the primary election. But in some neighborhoods, even worse. Less than 5% turned out in the East, the Ninth Ward, and Gentilly. And less than 3% in Algiers. If you don't vote, someone else will pick the judge you may face. That's why the Democratic Party, the AFL-CIO, and many others are endorsing Rachel Johnson for civil court judge. You can vote early through Saturday from 8:30 a.m. until 6 p.m. at City Hall, the Algiers Courthouse, the Voting Machine Warehouse on Chef Highway, and the Lake Vista Community Center. The runoff election is Saturday, April 29th. If you don't vote, you don't count.
Rachel Johnson, Civil District Court, Division B.
Louisiana Economic Development offers special business tools you can use to start and grow your business. The Louisiana Contractors Accreditation Institute is a 6-week course offering small and emerging construction business critical information about construction management and how to prepare for the general contractor state licensing exam. To learn more about this tool, visit OpportunityLouisiana.com.
If you need additional information or have questions, contact Suno Small Business Development Management Institute at 504-284-5512 or 284-5514.
24/7 banking at Liberty? That's freedom. Open an account online anytime. That's right. Open a bank account online anytime at www.libertybank.net. Make deposits at Liberty Bank ATMs. Access Liberty Bank's various financial services online and take control of your banking. Apply for loans or credit cards and check balances at www.libertybank.net. You can make transactions at your convenience. Go to www.libertybank.net now and start an account today. And don't forget to use promo code WBOK.
WBOK, real talk for real times.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Relationship Tuesday, and we're here to open your mind. We are living the good life right here on WBOK. We are opening minds to living differently in the world with love, compassion, tolerance, and understanding for ourselves and hopefully everyone else. And I found a book that does just that. I talk about it every day, and I literally found a book. Well, the book came to me, and the book came to me through an amazing, amazing man. His name is Bishop Lester Love. He is a part of our WBOK family. He has Spreading Love Sundays at 12 p.m. Make sure you tune in. You do not want to miss it. He introduced me to a book, Discover Your God-Given Gifts. We are here with Henry Jolly. He's our relationship therapist, and oh my gosh, this book has opened my mind, and let me tell you what it's supposed to do, or what it actually does. It tells you why you think and act the way you do, how gifts affects your relationships, what career or ministry suits you best, and how using your gifts will bring you joy. And it has done that for me. And when I find something that works, I like to share it with everyone else. We just went through the gifts of the perceiver. The gifts of the perceiver. And so we're going to go straight through the book. The next gift is the characteristics of the server. So I'm going to go through the characteristics.
Arms of the body.
The arms of the body.
The server
are the arms of the body.
Right.
And so do you want to just kind of give a little bit before we go into the specifics?
I'm going to flow with you.
Okay. So easily recognizes practical needs and is quick to meet them.
Right. These are people that want to help everybody at any time with anything. They are the first ones to volunteer for almost anything. But they see a need quicker than other people would. See, that's one of my top gifts. And because of that, I was easily able to work with my pastor, Bishop Morton, as his personal assistant. Because I was able to notice stuff that other people would know. Oh, his shoes need to be shined.
Right.
Or his car needs to be clean. Or something needs to be, because my gift is serving.
My car needs to be clean.
No
I'm
problem.
just saying.
Yeah, we got you.
Would you actually go do the shining and clean it?
If I had to, yeah. Or I can find somebody who would do it.
Gotcha. Okay.
He's a server.
Yeah, it's easy. It comes to me. For instance, my middle daughter, Faith, more prophetic, and she knows after seeing people serve, myself and some other people, she knows that's not my gift.
Right.
I just don't want it. It's not bad. I just don't want to do it. That's not what I'm called to do.
Right. Yeah.
True that.
Especially enjoys manual projects, jobs, and functions.
Yeah, working with the arms, working with the hands, and things like that.
Keeps everything in meticulous order.
Yeah, the person, like the closet of the server, they can't. You all can function with your closet being a disaster.
Yeah.
Okay. The person at the certain, all the blues together, all the blacks together,
I used to be like that.
All your shoes and boxes and the things.
I have some of it.
Yeah, gift of serving. You can have a little bit of it, but the person that has the gift of serving, they're strong.
I know somebody like that is hilarious. Is a detailed person with a good memory. Enjoys showing hospitality.
Yeah, that's why you come to our church. That's why it's a part of my gift. So my gift is hospitality.
I know, like on a whole nother level.
Right.
It's just for real. I feel like I'm family already.
Right. Yeah. It's just a part of who that person is. These people work well in hotel businesses. They work well in tourism. They work very well. They have no problem at all doing things other people just really wouldn't want to do.
Really wouldn't want to do. They will stay with something until it's complete.
Right. And their only reward, their main reward is, am I doing what you need me to do? I don't need a pat on the back. I don't need the encouragement. I don't need. Some people need their name called. Matter of fact, the person get the service. Don't even call my name. Let other people do that.
They like to be in the background.
I'm gonna be in the background. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna do all the stuff in the background. But did I do what you needed me to do?
Right.
Wow. Has a hard time saying no to requests for help.
Right, and that's a huge problem. You'll get into that later because they just say yes to everything, even at the neglect of their own family.
Wow.
Even at the neglect of themselves.
Yes.
They will say yes to you. Over, and they really want to do it, but can't finish the project, but will work their fingers to the bone in order to get it done.
I like those people working for me. I like that.
Are you a server? Look, we have a job for you. I'm going to read them 2 by 2 now. Is more interested in meeting the needs of others than his or her own needs, which goes into exactly what you said. Enjoys working on short-term goals rather than long-range goals.
Because they want results.
Shows love for others in deeds and actions more than words.
Right. They rather do something for you than say something. I rather do it for you than just say I love you. I rather come to your house and let me clean your house for you. Let me get that. Let me take those bags from you. Let me open the door for you.
And that's one of my love languages. I like you to show me.
Exactly.
That's much better than just talking.
But you know what? That's how your DNA works. Some other people, and you have to understand that that's not how they are. So if you're in a relationship with someone that's not who they are, you have to understand it.
Yeah.
They need to hear it, right? And that's like their thing. So we're discussing the server. They need to feel appreciated and tends to do more than asked to do.
Right. They did. I just want to know. That's why I'm going back to the other one. I just want to know, am I doing what you want me to do? I just want to feel appreciated. That's all. The number I say sometimes for my church, and that's only because it's the glass that I look through. The number one feeling of anybody is to feel appreciated.
Right.
But I'm really
especially men. I'm just joking.
Speaking from
that's
my
true.
perspective.
But true, yeah.
Right. Just show me you appreciate.
I just didn't want to put you on Front Street.
Yeah, that's true.
Feels greatest joy in doing something that is helpful, which is going along with what you said. Does not want to lead others or projects.
Yeah, I work in the background. Let other people do that.
This is definitely you. Has a high energy level.
Yeah. A lot of energy.
Cannot stand to be around clutter and tends to be a perfectionist.
Right. Which works against us because many times perfectionists, we overstudy, we over-evaluate, we take too long to make a decision sometimes. Many times you have the information, just go ahead and do something.
Takes too long. Views serving to be the top priority in life and prefers doing a job to delegating it.
I'd rather do it myself. As a matter of fact, I'd rather do it myself because I know it's going to be done the way I want it. Because if I give it to you and you don't do it, I'm just going to do it myself. Right. I'm not mad at you.
Right. So I'm not mad at you, but just let me do it my way.
Yeah,
I got this.
Yeah.
Supports others who are in leadership. Well, you just spoke to that with working with Bishop Morton. And so, we went through the 20 already. So here are those were the characteristics. So here are the challenges. Is critical of others who do not help out with obvious practical needs, obvious to them.
Right, because we can see it, they can't.
May neglect own family needs by being too busy helping others.
I did that for a long time. I was taking care of Bishop Morton with a wife that just had a baby in postpartum. I was doing my job, though.
Right.
Like you say, having people to work like this for you, they will do the job.
Yeah.
But they will neglect their family, which other areas are going to break down, which eventually going to affect you.
Right. may become pushy or interfering in eagerness to help.
But we're literally step over people to get the job done.
Wow.
No offense, we're not mad. We stay. I got it. Let me tell you. I got it.
Move out the way.
I got it.
Finds it hard to accept being served by others. Wow.
Yeah, hard to receive. Very challenging to receive because it's easy for them.
Is it uncomfortable?
It is. It just feels funny just receiving. Give it to somebody else. Like if you were to reach me, something, no, I'm okay. I got it. Don't worry about it. Bishop, here's $20. No, I'm okay. But I'm actually stopping. When I stop you from giving to me, I'm cutting off your blessing.
Wow.
That's how I had to make myself look at it.
Well, all of you who want to give $20, just, you can donate it to the Good Life Radio Show. I will not stop your blessing. Just saying. It's easily hurt when unappreciated.
Yeah, or the other side of that is just hates rejection. And will shut down, some people, like the prophetic gift, another gift we'll get into maybe next time, the exhorter, we're mouth of the body, all right? Mouth. But we go, you all go off, we go in. Shut down, shut off, get mad. I ain't got to call you for a week, you say nothing. There
are people out there listening who's like, that's just.
Oh, yeah.
You do that?
Yes, indeed.
Absolutely.
Yes, indeed.
I think we found one of yours. And here's it. We have 4. We just finished the server. And so I kind of want to talk about what we're talking about. So if someone who tuned in a little bit later, we're discussing the book, Discover Your God-Given Gifts. There are 7 characteristics that we are discussing, the motivational gifts. And can you tell us what this is based off of again?
This is based on Romans chapter 12, verses 3 through 8, your spiritual DNA, that when you were conceived, God released a gift into your life, and it directs your whole life and whole personality. The best thing about it is not only do you get to know yourself and understand why you do what you do, but also you get to understand people a little bit better also.
And it makes life, I think for me, it was like, everybody's not like me.
Right.
And having that true understanding.
And that's okay.
And it's okay. And also understanding that it takes all of these gifts to make the whole body.
Many members, one body.
I'm sorry. Who this book would be good for? Coaches.
Right.
Coaches in sports.
Right.
I'm talking, you got different personalities and players, different backgrounds. If they got into something like this, they'd have a total different understanding of their
Then I would
players.
know how to approach you.
Right.
I would know how to talk to you. Like I've got, for instance, in my church, let's say I had 2 musicians. One guy, if I scream at him, he gets better.
Yeah.
If I scream at the other guy, he shuts down.
Yep.
So I could be able to understand. Paul said, I become all things to all people. I became many things in order to win some.
Right.
So I have to understand you better in order to work with you.
Right, in order to get the best out of you.
Get the best out of you, right?
Huh.
And that's so amazing, because also in this book, towards the back, y'all have to go get the book, I'm not even kidding, it goes through the different professions that will actually work well for your gifts. And so, sometimes you're like, why isn't, life working for me, or why is this uncomfortable? You may just be in the wrong profession for your gift.
Absolutely.
And how many times do we find that?
Very often. People, I find it in ministry. I find people, they're doing for instance, the lady, and we'll get into another gift called the gift of administration. Well, we found out that the C.C. Harrison, who's the chief's wife, Chief Michael Harrison's wife, when she came to us, she was working in a particular area as a nurse. But after this teaching, she realized that she really had the gift of administration.
Wow.
Okay, the nurse's gift, strongest gift, is probably going to be the gift of mercy. But she found that she had the gift of administration, so now she's our CEO.
Really? And it has a whole different...
Oh, yeah. Whole different perspective on it.
And I wanted to touch on this real quick because we have like 2 minutes left. Reasons why you haven't known your gifts. I'm going to read them and let you touch on them. You may not know what your motivational gift are. Number 1, you were never taught about it. We're trying to eliminate that now.
Right.
Number 2, you've never received Jesus Christ as your personal Savior and Lord.
Makes you aware.
Makes you aware. 3, you're not being fed spiritually.
Right.
4, you have had confusing teaching on the motivational gifts because they're different. Talk about Ephesians and this and that, but this is from a different section.
Right.
And these are obstacles that block the flow of motivational gifts. They say you may have bondages that hinder the flow of your gifts.
Right.
Anger can block the flow of your gift.
Right.
If you have pent up anger, you won't let something go. It
stops everything. It's the stopper that stops the water from flowing out of the tub.
Wow. Trying to be someone other than yourself prevents the natural expression of your gift. Poor self-image can hinder the operation of your gift. Irresponsibility can impede the flow of your gift. Sin can block or distort the working of your gift. And those were
Okay,
blocks. So I'm going to let you.
Can I go into the sin thing for a minute?
Yes.
How much time
that's
I got to go into the sin thing?
I'm going to give you 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Sin. What is sin? It simply means to miss the mark. Okay? It means to miss the mark. So when it comes to sin, what we call sin, it just calls you to miss your mark. Okay? So what's the penalty of sin? It's the sin itself. The penalty of sin is not God trying to judge you. He's going to kill you. You're going to go to hell and all of that. The penalty for sin is you just miss your mark. So you're sitting on an airplane next to somebody, and you don't strike up a conversation with them. They don't strike up a conversation with you because of where you are mentally, where you are in, let's call it sin. But this person could have been the person to introduce you to the person, get you to the next level.
Wow.
But you missed the mark.
Wow.
You missed. So the penalty of a sin is the sin itself.
Wow.
Because I want to live a miss the markless life.
Right.
I can't just keep missing the mark.
Right.
I can't be 40 and 50 years old missing my space and missing my mark and missing my place.
I know that's right.
Y'all, this is The Good Life. We are opening minds to living differently in the world. We are discussing Discovering Your God-Given Gifts. Is a book by Don and Katie Fortune. People are asking where they could get it. I honestly got it off of Amazon. That's where I ordered it.
Or go to my website, LesterLove.com.
Oh, forget Amazon. Where?
LesterLove.com.
There you go. Buy it from LesterLove.com. Lester Love. I didn't even want to say the other one.
That's your real last name?
Yeah.
Man, that's tight.
I'm actually Lester Love Jr.
That is tight.
My dad was a special man, right?
He's spreading love. There are no coincidences.
Right.
You're supposed to have that last name.
That's right.
And we are discovering our God-given gifts. Get the book from where?
LesterLove.com.
LesterLove.com. It's The Good Life, y'all. It's a 2-part series. We hope that if you are a perceiver and a server that you found your gift today, you can read the book and understand that you are part of an entire body. We're going to finish this conversation on next Tuesday. You do not want to miss it. There are so many other gifts that we want to make sure you receive yours and open your mind to living differently in the world. Thank you so much, Bishop Lester Love, for being here. Thank you so much, Henry.
Big H.
Oh, this is an amazing
got
show.
Them guns over there. Guns over
Y'all want to see
good genetics. I never work out. I need to start.
It's in your spiritual DNA.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you so much for tuning in. It's A Good Life, y'all, and we're out.